Hey, let's take a look at the current state of my Twitter account and I'll outline what I plan to change and where the opportunities are, or so I believe. So here it is. This is me on Twitter. There's a lot going on here, and I think a lot of this will change. So one of the first things to note is this is essentially a landing page in the sense that people come here and they can take action or not, right? They can follow or they cannot. And I have a lot of control over what people see basically above the fold. So some notes on this. I will change my photo, going for something I think that looks friendlier and maybe more neutral and also, I guess, memorable. Kind of pick a color that's identifiable even on mobile in that tiny circle. I think that helps. It helps to be able to see someone's avatar even in the smallest form factor and know that it's them. And this is me eating a cookie, and cookies are great, but I think it just kind of looks like a mess. I don't think it looks friendly. Definitely going for friendly. So I will change that. I've actually commissioned a kind of like a line art of my face on Fiverr. We'll see how that comes out. But one way or another, I'll go with a friendlier avatar. This banner up here, I don't really know if it matters, but I'll consider changing that. I'll take input, I guess. One of the things I'm going to do is put these changes out and see if anybody has any feedback. So if someone has an idea or says, hey, that's stupid, totally open to changing it. This is the biggest bit right here, tagline here. So not only going to change the wording here, but I'm actually going to change but focus my approach to the actual content that I post, which may end up losing me mutuals for all I know, but so be it. You gotta try. So one of the things I've read that helps people to latch onto and make a quick decision about whether they want to follow you, and also helps people sort of process and have a hook to hang your content on, is just to pick two topics and tweet about the intersection of them, or tweet about both of them and the intersection of them. And so I'm going to go from here's what I do for a living, here's data and feelings. Sure, that's kind of vague though, right? I don't actually tweet just about data and feelings. That's a category above. That's more like the way I think about growth marketing, but it's not specific enough. I don't think anybody wants to follow someone because they tweet about data, right? Too vague. So I'm going to pick a more focused posting strategy, and that'll mean that there'll be stuff that I just stop tweeting about or I take elsewhere, and that's fine. So I'm going to rewrite this not only to hopefully be more appealing, clearer, but also to give focus to what to expect from the account, which is the point of this whole view, right? Somebody saw something you tweeted, they tapped through to see your profile. Here's your chance to say, hey, here's what to expect if you follow me. And it should be clear, and some people should be very easily able to decide, no, thanks. And others should see it and think, okay, this is something I'm into. Little details here. I do live in the big bass capital of the world, and I think that's cool, but I also think it's a little wordy and distracting there. So I might change that just to make it smaller. Birthday, I don't know if anyone cares. I might take that out just to bring more attention to the text here. What else? Oh, okay, and of course, I don't have a pinned tweet right now, but that's an opportunity as well. So a pinned tweet just lets you extend the landing page and give another taste of what to expect. And depending on the focus that I bring, I'll eventually land on one of those. I don't know if I'm ready for one right now. All right, let's talk about follows and followers now. So this is my profile strategy roughly sketched, or at least I'm pointing at the things that are going to change, and I'll be back with the changes and I'll iterate on the changes. But let's talk about followers. So again, the goal here is more mutuals. So, approximately 200 following, approximately 200 followers. Let's look at how that breaks down. So I'm using this tool, Who Unfollowed Me, and it's not about unfollows. I'm using it because it gives you this connections breakdown in the ones that I follow but don't follow me, the ones that follow me but I don't follow, and the mutuals. And this, again, is the number I'm trying to make go up. So at 138-ish, I'll get into why I say ish in a moment, but this is the thing, right? These are people that we follow each other, and so we can have conversations on this platform, and that's what I want. I would be overjoyed if I succeed in growing that number from 138 to 238. That would be amazing, and that would change my experience on the app. And I suppose if I can grow it to there, I can grow it hopefully as much as I want, to the point where I can no longer handle all the conversations. That would be amazing, but baby steps. So again, these are people that somehow or another, some of these people I know, Most of them just, we followed each other for one reason or the other. Again, I'm going to bring a focus to my content, and some of them will decide this is trash. I didn't sign up for that, and that's okay. Love y'all. But this is the list that I'm trying to lengthen. So taking a quick look at the other two. So these are people that follow me, but I don't follow. It is mostly brands. And then there's a few people that I think are maybe sex robots. And then there's other people that they follow me, but they're not active on Twitter. And so I don't follow back just because there's no content coming from them. And then these are people that I follow who don't follow me. And so I think this is key because this is the area where these people are in my feed. And I am seeing them right alongside my mutuals. So what am I doing here? What's the point of this? So a couple notes. This number needs to stay small. If this number was 100, 200, 500, my feed would be overwhelmed by people that don't know me. And it would be a different experience, right? Commenting on one of these is sort of, you're shooting a shot. And it may land, it may not, versus commenting on a mutual. This is an ongoing conversation with a human that knows you exist on some level. Very, very different. So I have this number low on purpose. And part of the strategy, along with updating my bio, bringing focus to what I post, is this piece, the people that I follow who don't follow me back. And so I think this breaks into a couple categories. One is people that I kind of hope will follow me back, to be honest. That sounds a little sad to say maybe, but there it is, right? Like this person follows Visa, and I think they're located in the same state that I'm in. And so I followed them, and I just figure, well, I'll see their stuff in my feed and look for an opportunity to contribute, if there is one, if we vibe, as it were. So there's several people on this list that are like that. There are a couple of people on this list that I actually know. And I know Zach, and I know where'd he go? Jerome's on here. And we have exchanges. And so in a sense, I'd almost put them in the mutual pile, even though they don't technically follow me on the platform. I think they count. They're people I exchange conversations with on Twitter. And then there's some people on this list that have, I guess, bigger accounts, right? So who we got? Like Rohan. I don't know if I said that right. And let's see, Visa and Venkatesh and some of these people with followers in the thousands, Cortland. And so these are not necessarily people that I expect to follow me back, right? If you have 25,000 followers, no matter how very helpful and kind a comment I leave on your account, it's not likely to get your attention and not likely to make you take action. But these people have followers that I expect I might vibe with. And that's why they're on this list. So that's the other component of the strategy. The people with lower follower counts, I'm legit hoping, hey, maybe I'll see something come by that I have a thought on, and I'll comment and we'll make friends. That would be great. I would love that to happen. And then the people with huge follower accounts, what I'm thinking is, you're smart, you say smart stuff, smart people follow you, and there's an opportunity for me to basically reply guy on your tweets, and your followers see it, and I make friends with your followers that way. And so, again, this number is low on purpose, and it's mostly people I want to make friends with, and it's a handful of people that I've chosen not real strategically, just based on seeing their stuff. I kind of was already following them before I started cleaning up my list, but people where I think I'm pretty confident that based on what you post and based on the replies that I see for your tweets, that your followers are the kind of people I want to meet and the kind of people who might be good mutuals. So that's basically the content strategy. Beyond tweeting with more of a focus, it also hinges on this reply strategy where I keep a curated list of people that I'm either trying to make friends with or people whose friends I'm trying to make friends with, and basically going to make a point of replying to them too and sort of see where it goes. And over time, if somebody doesn't follow back and doesn't have anything to say back, right? The follow is less important than the conversation. So if I start replying to this person and they never follow me, but we have exchanges, well, I'll take that. I'll keep it. That's fine. But over time, if I reply a few times and just nothing, then I'll have to drop people off this list and I'll pick up new ones, and I'll look for people with fairly low follower counts, like under 300 maybe, because at that level, I assume you actually notice when someone replies, and beyond that level, maybe not. So this list will iterate over time. Hopefully some people on this list land in the mutual follow list, and others I'll drop, and then I'll sub in more. So that is my profile, tweeting, and reply strategy roughly outlined. So in the next video, I'll unveil my newly rewritten bio and talk a little bit more about the content that I'm going to be posting on my own behalf. See you there.